Hello everyone, if you are watching this, I hope you have a wonderful day, and yeah, hope also you're gonna catch all these crazy moves in the market. So let's get down to business. We are here on the Bitcoin chart right here right now, and we are looking at BTC USDT on a trading view platform. So right here we are looking at BTC, what to anticipate and how we're gonna trade BTC. So as we already know, if you have watched our previous video, I've explained about the market cycle and the current trend that we are on a BTC. If you haven't watched video, you should go and check that old video. It's quite interesting, and I gave a lot of information on the technicals and the analysis on BTC. So currently right now we have already know that we are on a corrective phase in BTC. So right now we're in a correction phase. So we are just reaccumulating. Okay, we are still in a trend circle, which is a bullish trend, but we are reaccumulating. So right now all we need to know is that we are just collecting up, accumulating more, and before the big run will sky up, and who knows, 70,000, 80,000, 90,000. So but right now what we're talking about is how are we going to trade BTC, and if it is the correction, how can we trade the correction, or even if there's the major breakout, how are we going to trade it? So right now, as you can see, I'm on the chart, and right here is I'm going to introduce some few trading ideas to you and some few setup that I will be taking in also in our own community. We'll be taking those trades with the members, and if you want to join this community, you can just get down to the link on the description and you can check it out. We have a great Discord, we have a free signal group also. We give out trading ideas and everything, and we trade and we make money, and you can do that all for free. All you have to do is just click on the link on the description. So right here we're getting down to the business right now. So firstly, as you can see, we're on a daily time frame on BTC, right? As I talked about, this was the high that was made, that took out the previous all-time high. It was around 67,000, and we sold up immediately after we hit that point. Boom, we went down and we formed a low here around 57,755. So after we formed a low around 67,525. So as I was saying, we formed a low around 57,665 region. So if you take a look at it on a macro level, let's go down to a little bit lower time frame, so we can dissect how we can dissect the lower time frame. So if you take a look at the 4-hour time frame, right? Since we are going on a macro level on the BTC, if you went down to a 4-hour time frame, then take a good look at it, right? So what? After we sold up at 67,000, we formed a what? We formed a sell-off, and what? We sold down to 57,000 region, right? So after that, what? We had a few choppiness in the market, so we formed a little bit flag pattern around that region, which is like a breakout pattern, and what? We broke out of that simple flag pattern. If you notice it, we broke out of it, and what? We formed and we started pumping up again. Then we sold down heavily again. So what I'm anticipating is very simple. As you already know, I've already have a big plan for a correction. So I'm looking forward for a bigger correction, obviously. But if it doesn't happen, we know the market is perfectly as planned. But what we do as a trader is we anticipate and we react. We don't plan, we don't try to predict movement. We only anticipate and we trade what we see. Literally, I want BTC to keep on going up, but obviously it's not going to be like that. So what I do is I trade what I see, not what I want. So obviously you should keep that in mind. So now looking at BTC, you can see we have this, like we're in a highly at the top at the 65 region. It's a very strong resistance level. We already know that. And right now we are hoping for a bigger correction so that we can have a bigger expansion, hopefully. But if that doesn't happen, who knows? We're still gonna kick BTC and we're still gonna nail the market. So the first thing and foremost that I do is, since I've already kept that in mind, is my first setup was originally like this. So I had something like this because I was anticipating a bigger correction. So it was something obviously like this, that looks like this, and I'm looking at something that looks like this again. So I was looking at a pattern that looks like this, and what? Then we can, make it look good. Yeah, then what? We can skyrocket and hit this level first, as long as we form the low that hits here, and what I have a strong demand level, an order bullish order block. So at that level, I'm expecting a deeper correction, so we can hit this demand level, or an bullish order block, whatever you want to name it. Then once we hit that level, then I'm anticipating what? A pump, a push higher, a deeper. And the bigger the correction, the bigger the impulse, the bigger the rally. That's what I was hoping for. We hit this level and then we skyrocket 70,000, 75,000, all those regions. We're aiming for those levels, 70,000, 75,000 region. And we know we keep on going further into the future. That's what we were anticipating on BTC. But if that doesn't occur, since the market is a great environment, nothing happens perfectly and you never get the perfect trading setup. But all you have to do is you have to adjust and work with what you have. So obviously now the game plan should be this. If this failed, then I'm looking at it in this form. As I have already marked up the chart earlier. So this will be what? This will be the current. We have broke out of this bullish flag, as we have already broke out of it. If you take a look, now the next thing that I'll be anticipating is also, I've already had one crazy setup idea on it. So the thing I'm looking at is from this low to the extension level, right? So what I'm looking at, the first extension after we broke structure from here, we had what? Then we dipped and we hit 618 fib retracement level, a perfect level. People call it the golden bucket or whatever. We hit that level, and then what? We pushed up higher after hitting that level. We pushed up higher, as you can see. Let me use the cursor on it, like the arrow on it, so you can see. We pushed up higher, and we went above it. We pushed up down to 64,000 region. Then we sold up again. So now what happened was, obviously, if that retracement was at 618, came back to that 618 region, then definitely I will be looking for a bearish setup for that big corrective phase retracement. But what we hit that 50% retracement level, which was one of the setups that we usually trade on our academy. So what we are looking for right now is, we are looking for what? I personally trade those kind of setups, but what I'm looking for is, if BTC is gonna pump up again, let's keep that in mind. We never know. So the trading idea should be this. This is the crazy setup. So either ways, we are ready for BTC. BTC down to 56,000 region, or 55,000 region, or up to 70K. We are all ready for it. So the game plan should be this. Right here, if you notice, well, now the plan should be this. Let me go down to a lower time frame to show you the precise what I'm looking at. Let's go to a 1 hour time frame. Good. Now the game plan is this. Now take a look at this. Right? So this 62,900 level is a strong level. So what I have, the game plan that I have is, I'm anticipating two things to happen. Since this can, if the market goes up above, firstly, now the first retracement that I'm looking for is this. Now I want to, like, first, now if the market pushes up immediately, I can see something like that looks like this immediately. Now if this move pushes up higher, then I'm anticipating what? I can anticipate something that looks like this. Down to this level that I was looking for. Then we have what? We have our perfect continuation of the trend that I was looking for. Now you see, this is what I'm looking for. Oh, but if that doesn't happen now, especially since the market is just retracing currently, since we're on a live chart, it's currently retracing, I'm also looking for another setup that looks like this. Now if we push down low to this region, then I'm looking for what? A stronger buy setup. And I'm anticipating something that looks like this. Then what? Then my game plan should be this. Let's look like this. Now, as you already know, I've already drawn it, so yeah. Now then we have this, what we have a simple pattern that was formed here, then we broke out of it, then we formed another new pattern here. Then what? We pushed up higher. Now this is the foolproof plan, so we are already ready for the market. Whatever is going to happen, we are already ready and we are anticipating it. We have both set up, we have the buy setup and we have the sell setup. We are all ready for it, so whichever happens first is what we're aiming for. So watch out for this guy. And also, if help the algo guys, hit the subscribe button, like the video, comment on it, and give me your own thoughts on what you think. We have a Discord channel down on the description. We give out trading signals, we make money with the team, and also join the gang. So it's waptutors.com. You can hit us and you can learn so much about the market from us. So thank you guys.